In the year 2056, Earth lay in ruins. Following a devastating alien invasion, entire cities were reduced to rubble, and the few survivors hid like cornered animals. The invaders, known only as the Spectres, were not made of flesh and bone. They were tangible shadows, beings that drained the life from everything they touched, leaving only emptiness and despair. They not only destroyed bodies, but also devoured souls. Leah and Marco were among the last survivors of the human resistance. They had fled together for weeks, fighting side by side, their lives intertwined in a journey of terror. Amid the chaos of the invasion, their love had strengthened, becoming a fragile flame in the growing darkness. But they knew time was running out. Each day, the Spectres drew closer, their cold whispers echoing through the devastated winds of Earth. One night, while camping in the ruins of an abandoned city, Marco spotted something in the distance, a gigantic alien ship, floating on the horizon, radiating a sinister, pulsating light. The legend among survivors said that the heart of the Spectres, the source of their power, was hidden within that ship. Destroying it would mean freeing the planet. "This is our chance," Marco said, his voice resolute, but his eyes betrayed fear. Leah looked at him, feeling a knot in her stomach. "You know what this means, Marco. None of us return from this mission." Her voice trembled, filled with pain and truth. They knew any confrontation with the Spectres would be fatal. Those who had tried to face them before had vanished, sucked into the darkness without a trace. But Marco pulled her close, their eyes locking. "I'd rather die fighting by your side than live fleeing without you." His words, heavy with love, sealed their fate. The next morning, they set off toward the ship. As they advanced, the air felt denser, heavier, as if the very atmosphere were alive, watching their steps. As they approached, the Spectres began to emerge from the shadows, their insubstantial bodies swirling in the air like black smoke. They did not attack immediately, only observing, their whispers echoing in Leah and Marco's minds. "You cannot win. Your love is a weakness." The Spectres' words were cold, cutting, seeming to penetrate directly into their minds, bringing forth their deepest fears. Marco, wielding a sword forged from stolen alien technology, charged first, cutting through the shadows. But for every Spectre he dissipated, others emerged, their whispers growing more intense. Leah, armed with an energy blade, fought alongside him, but their strikes seemed to pass through the creatures as if they were made of mist. As the Spectres surrounded them, one advanced toward Leah, shadows enveloping her body. Marco, seeing the terror in her eyes, attacked with all his might, dissipating the creature. But the price was high. He fell to his knees, his energy drained by the presence of the Spectres. Leah rushed to him, her heart racing. "No, Marco, no," she whispered, holding him in her arms. But he was weak, life slipping from his eyes. The Spectres laughed in their minds, as if savoring the pain. "Your sacrifice is in vain. Love cannot save you." With tears streaming down her face, Leah knew what she had to do. The only way to destroy the ship was through a final act of sacrifice. Using the remaining energy in her blade, she could overload the Spectre's power source, but it would cost her life.